have two real goals for this property. The first is to have self-sustaining living. In other words, growing our own food. We can ensure that it's clean, it's free of pesticides, and we can be self-sustaining. The second one is to make the property more attractive to wildlife, to encourage wildlife coming in. That's a little bit more nuanced because clearing the property for them is a little bit different than for growing crops. I'm going through and prepping the areas by clearing up downed brush, downed trees. Then I go through with the bush hog and knock down the brush so we can see really what's the contour of the land, where are the areas going to be that are best utilized for this. And I'm also hiking these areas and checking out the game trails and enhancing the game trails to allow the game to move through and to be able to see. So in those same areas, what I'm doing is limbing the trees, which is knocking off the lower limbs up to about 10 feet. And then also clearing out strategically different trees that are junk trees or diseased trees or trees that are dying, and having adequate space between the trees for to encourage their individual growth. Now, I don't take the brush out of the area. I chip up the limbs that I've downed and leave that on the ground. That's part of what feeds the trees. But the overall effect is what you're seeing on the top of the hill here. It's cleared land that will grow up next year, be planted with a crop that is going to be attractive to the elk and to the deer and to the various animals that we want in the area. But the effect should be beautiful by the time I'm done.
Cleaned up the track to Kate and Max. Also knocked down a bunch of brush over here just to clean it up a little bit by the entryway, give it a little bit better look. And I cleaned up a bunch more of that brush. I'll end up cleaning up all that brush out from underneath there. It's a warm one up here today. Couple big earth piles hidden in the brush here. Flatten those out, clean those up. Now, once I get the logs out of here, then this brush will come out as well.